A pleasant day, everyone. So we are the group 5. And for today, we are going to tackle about the topic that was given to us. And this topic are pop art, minimalism, conceptual art, and lastly, we have installation art.
Pop art. Pop art is a movement that emerged in the 1950s and flourished in the 1960s in America and Britain, drawing inspiration from sources in popular and commercial culture. Different cultures and countries contributed to the movement during the 1960s and 70s. American pop versus British pop. American pop. American pop style was returned to traditional art that depicted the visual world of recognizable way, and the use of hard edges and distinct form after the painterly looseness of abstract expressionism. British pop. British is focused more on what American popular imagery represented and its power in manipulating people's lifestyles. These are the examples of pop art.
Minimalism. In visual arts, music, and other media, minimalism is an art movement that began in post-World War II Western art, most strongly with American visual arts in the 1960s and early 1970s. Prominent artists associated with minimalism include Donald Judd, Agnes Martin, Dan Flavin, Carl Andre, Robert Morris, Anne Trott, and Frank. Minimalism, the movement, is often interpreted as a reaction against abstract expressionism and modernism. It anticipated contemporary post-minimal art practices, which extend or reflect on minimalism's original objectives. These are the examples of minimalism.
Conceptual art. Conceptual art emerged as an art movement in the 1960s, critiquing the previously ruling modernist movement and its focus on the aesthetic. The term is usually used to refer to art from the mid-1960s to the mid-1970s. Conceptual art. In conceptualism, the idea or concept behind a work of art became more important than actual technical skill or its aesthetic. Conceptual artists used whichever materials and forms were most appropriate to get their ideas across. This resulted in vastly different types of artworks that could look like almost anything, from performance to writing to everyday objects.
The artists explored the possibilities of art as idea and art as knowledge, using linguistic, mathematical, and process-oriented dimensions of the thought as well as invisible systems, structures, and processes for their art. Here are examples of conceptual art.
Lastly, we have installation art. So what is installation art? Installation art is a modern movement characterized by immersive, larger-than-life works of art. Usually, installation artists create these pieces for specific locations, enabling them to expertly transform any space into a customized, interactive environment. Installation art utilizes multiple objects, often from various mediums, and takes up entire spaces. It can be generic or site-specific. Because of their relative complexity, installation can address aesthetic and narrative ideas on a larger scale than traditional sculpture. So we have here 2 examples of installation art. So these installation art are from the Philippines. So the first picture is The Cry of the Dead Whale, and the second is Cordillera Labyrinth by Roberto Villanueva.
So that will end our discussion. I hope you've learned something. Have a good day, everyone.